Hello, welcome to today's lesson. So, we are going to be starting our intro unit of science. So, this is our first lesson. And so, our intro unit lesson objective is that today we will identify how scientists learn. That's going to be really important. So, how do scientists learn? All right. Now, let's go through our vocabulary word. So our first word that we have is science. So what is science? Science is the study of the natural world that involves using critical thinking. So critical thinking means questioning and using our brains. So scientists are studying the world around us and they're thinking about all the things. So they're using critical thinking to study the world. Okay. All right. So now let's go on to an investigation. So, an investigation is a procedure carried out to carefully observe, study, or test something in order to learn more about it. So, investigations are things that we're doing. We're kind of testing things, we're making observations, we're studying things to learn more about it. We're kind of being detectives when we investigate. All right. Now, let's go on to what is evidence. Evidence is information collected during a scientific investigation. So, the information that we have when we're investigating, we're being detectives, is called evidence. So, we want to use evidence in our scientific investigations. That's the information that we collect. All right. Conclusions. So, conclusions is a decision reached by reasoning or by thinking. So, we've done our investigations, we've gathered our evidence, and we're making decisions based on our reasoning, based on what we thought, based on what we observed. All right. So, now let's go to our question for today. So, our question for today is, how do scientists learn? So, that scientists learn or discover things about the world around them by conducting investigations. So scientists conduct investigations to make observations, right? So observations are things that we notice, right? So they conduct investigations to make observations. Now, how do scientists make these observations? Scientists make observations by using their five senses. So our five senses are touch, like what can we feel? Sight, what can we see? Hearing, what do we hear? The noises. Smell, what do we smell? Maybe it's those like lovely cookies in the oven, or the popcorn, or just that good smelling candle. So what do we smell? And taste, what do things taste like? What does that popcorn taste like? What do those cookies taste like? What does the air taste like, right? So all of these are our five senses. And so scientists are making observations using their five senses. All right. So now, once scientists have made their observations, they're going to gather evidence, right? So if you remember before, we're going to gather information. They're going to gather evidence. So that's what they're going to do. Once they have their evidence, once they've made their observations, they have their evidence, they have the information they've been collecting, they're going to use the evidence to make conclusions or to make decisions, or to come up with a decision about all the things that they've noticed, right? So based on the evidence, they're going to come up with a conclusion. They're going to come with an end result. All right. Now, let's go review our lesson objective. So, today's lesson objective was that today we identified how scientists learn. How do scientists come up with conclusions? How do they learn new information about the world? All right. So, this was a great first lesson. Make sure to do your must do, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye. Have a great day.